All right, peace. So I decided to make a series called Responding to Your Comments, Tapes, Volume 1 through whatever, in which I'll be going through a couple of videos that I've done, primarily, usually the recent ones, to commemorate me having 500 something subscribers, and also to kind of engage with the audience of what is it that I think about what you guys thought were in the comments. So there's two popular videos that I'm going to start off with. Primarily, a lot of them will be recent, but I decided to just, see what we can get into. So first, we're going to start off with the Karine Pierre video, the LGBTQI plus in Uganda fiasco. So first, we got three comments. The first one is from ZTP is here, in which he says, "To me, I could really care less if people agree with someone's sexuality. Is when your rights are being completely taken away is when I start caring. It's all fun and games until a law is passed that Black people can't do this or that, and that's when it becomes an outcry. If Uganda wants to start doing that, maybe they should start worrying about issues of poverty and rich upper elite extorting from the poor. But then again, this is the world that we live in, religion dominating over human rights. What's going to happen is that LGBTQ individuals are going to be more vicious, and rightfully so they should." And to that comment, ZTB, I would say this: you actually there's a lot of good points that you dug into, in which I can understand where you're coming from with that. um you know when it comes to countries, or when it comes to the economics in general, in my theory, I believe that they separate the poor and the rich on purpose. You know what I mean? If you're able to work hard and do what you have to do, then obviously, you get there. But I mean, in a society, is the diminishing of the middle class. So either you're rich or you're poor. There's no in betweens. And then also we're talking about the American dollar shrinking in value. But also, my thing about the whole entire LGBTQ thing, you know, the difference is that your mindset is on the Western hemisphere side of it, whereas other countries and other nations don't rule the same. So I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but this is all about just exposing the fact that, in my theory about when I did this video, what I was saying is that the LGBTQ is one fixture of what America wants to be able to bring to countries in Africa. And it's the whole entire theory of becoming westernized. So unfortunately, this is something you feel very profound on, and I don't take that away from you. You have absolutely nothing nothing of what you say I'd say, you're wrong 100%. I'm just saying that it's a Trojan horse for domination over their resources, and then they bring other stuff in order to scrutinize them for their country's practices or how they go about things. So that's exactly what I meant when I said that. So just the two last comments from Jay. He says, "Big shout out to Uganda." And then Sheila says, "Replay." Appreciate that. So also I want to get into the recent video I did, which was Trapeneurs Part 2. I have some more content on that coming around soon, but it was a perfect time to dig into the conversation of Blac Chyna and her transformation into being the Blac Chyna into Angela White. A lot of people misconstrued exactly what I was meaning, what I was saying when I was talking about Blac Chyna. I sat there and acknowledged that what she was doing is a beautiful thing. But I also have to acknowledge, with age, because she's also a woman, she's not going to do the same thing she used to anymore. She's not going to be able to be sexually provocative as she was when she was in her 20s and even early 30s. She's 34 now. So it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So let me respond back to y'all comments. So let's start off with the newest ones, right? So Just Case 713 says, "So people can't change, whether now or tomorrow. The change should be celebrated. Are you a behavioral counselor?" No, I'm not a behavioral counselor. And again, this is where, listening is essential. I definitely gave her props for wanting to change her life and do a transformation. You know, My thing about it is people can change. I definitely said that towards the end of my video where I said people can change and people should change if they want to. Now, the thing about it is what I was gearing at was the fact that we know Blac Chyna for being sexually provocative. She came into the scene as being a video vixen, and then she lived her whole entire career off of being a video vixen, then a socialite. And I had said that the problem with men on this end of dealing with someone like Blac Chyna is because the fact of the matter, they looked at her in a lustful way. So Tyga, who she had a baby with, and Rob Kardashian, who she had a baby with. And I also said this could have been a marketing ploy. This could have been a strategy hooked up by both of their publicists for them to come together to be the rising star couples in Hollywood. That's exactly what I meant by that. But I don't see where I ever said that people can't change. I've acknowledged the fact of the matter that they can change and it's good. So hope you didn't think that I was saying that. Lovely So Sweet 8386 says the mom is in competition with her daughter. It's all brainwashing. I hope she truly changed. My daughter danced and she hasn't changed. And I'm thinking about doing a segment on this because it's also understanding that psychosis of women. My thing about it is that even through life experiences, I've seen that mothers and daughters don't get along with each other as they get older. You understand? More specifically, I've seen a lot of scenarios where it comes out of the toxic home environment, where the woman, the young lady starts to get grown. They start to grow out their assets, puberty reaches them and stuff like that. And the mother, who may be entertaining a man, not necessarily married or anything, or that she's looking for that man to become the new stepfather. The stepfather or man that's in her life starts looking at the daughter funny, and a little bit, maybe even still he's respectful, the mother will get jealous of that. And she will feel some type of way about this man looking at her daughter. And even with that, the daughter is inadvertently in competition with the mom. Okay, like I could show you plenty of videos but even saying with that, I've even seen the relationship dynamics between Blac Chyna and Tokyo Tonya, or whatever her name is. I don't know how to say it. Like I said, of course, when it comes to the mother's instinct is to do the best that she has to do. So she's on survivalist mode. So Tokyo is definitely going to say in front of her daughter, especially when she feels offended or disobeyed by Blac Chyna, that you got to be so appreciative about all the things that I've given you and all the things that I've done for you. Even if my lifestyle was a degenerate one, you still should appreciate that I've done all these little things for you to be the woman that you are today. Now, the thing about it is that coming out of the situation, recognizing Blac Chyna, she used stripping, being a video vixen, and a socialite, well, it's a sexual figure, as a coping mechanism, in my opinion. Her mom comes from that lifestyle, so it only makes sense that she would get into that lifestyle because there wasn't anyone to advise her to do something else with her life that she could become more profitable and be taken more seriously from the situation. And I know a lot of people, certain people start to hate and they say, well, it's not the same thing for Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is a whore too. Well, excuse me. Kim Kardashian is a whore. Okay. I've said that plenty of times, but she was put on by her mom and they was able to make a fixture off of the Kardashian clan in order for them to continuously have their business as socialites. Kanye West looked at Kim Kardashian as a lust figure. And I also say that it was also probably workings of publicists looking to have the next best thing as a couple to basically reverberate around the world. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, even though they're not together anymore. But that's, you get my drift when I say that. Denisha Brown 8469 says she only has one rapper baby daddy and a daughter with Rob Kardashian. That's it. You trying to add baby daddies with only 2 kids. Well, no, that's not what I did in the video. I definitely acknowledge it was only Tyga and Rob Kardashian. I don't know if you caught that, but that's exactly what I did. I did definitely make sure to say that it was only Rob and Tyga. Somebody's son 4192 says, we have all seen men in the same boat, not wanting to grow old, stay young forever, being 40 in the club with a bunch of 20-year-olds and on the block. Good for her. You won't see the Kardashians doing this anytime soon. This is why I don't recommend change in public, especially women, because men will tear them down for it. Well, the thing about it is, this makes me think about how there's the differences between women and men socially. Women are based off their beauty, they're based off their looks, whereas men are based off of their resources and based off of what they give to the table. It's an added plus if a man is attractive. A woman gets her income off of how she looks. Okay. And it's, a lot of dudes will debate me, whoever will debate me on that, but that's a fact. Why are women the easiest, largest consumers in this world? Because they're consuming products based for their looks, to look good, to look pretty. You know what I mean? And a lot of people start up these businesses, or women designers, women started a business, a lot of businesses that I've seen that were based off of hair, clothing, and, underwear and all these different things, a lot of this stuff. And you see here on YouTube, a lot of women get into fashion hauls. So easy for a woman to collect thousands and thousands point of subscribers off of fashion hauls. So that's something I had just thought about. I was just like, that's funny when you brought that up. But the Kardashians, you never know. The thing about it is, with the Kardashians, they're just going to bring up the next hot Kardashian into the picture that would be revolved around the whore programming, in my opinion. So the thing about it is, Kim Kardashian is starting to rot pretty much in the public's eye. So it's kind of like, we're used to seeing your body. You're in your 40s now. Now we want to pay attention to your daughter when she gets of age, right? Especially you seeing that whole entire clip of how you had the daughter with Ice Spice, the newest program asset to the whole entire thing, as being involved in the whore program. In one of my videos, I described her as ISIS, in which I said that, if you pay attention to a lot of her songs, as I believe her name is Isis Gashton. I don't remember, but I remember doing a whole entire thing on Ice Spice in general, in which I had alluded to the fact of the matter that she's playing the role of ISIS. And the you see how a lot of her songs is like the love this and love that, and then giving off the idea of odontology, ass worship, why she's twerking so much in these videos and even at a concert. But my point of getting back into the conversation is that the Kardashians, of course, whoever's the new hotness now is who they're going to try to bring to the table. So you don't think that as long as the mother is alive, that they're going to be able to raise up the daughter to do the same exact things that the other Kardashians did? Of course. And I'm pretty sure that the Kardashians, being moms now, they're going to raise their daughters, whoever has a daughter in that family, to do the same exact thing that they're doing and be able to strike rich off of being a socialite. Absolutely. Marilyn Nichols says, good for her and her family. She has a mother that loves her and she has kids to think about. I'm not, it's a weird relationship between her and Tokyo. Now I haven't been trying to pay attention to Blac Chyna's, storyline like that. I haven't, I've just been, watching and stuff like that, especially because you have that Ratchet Network, Zeus Network, that wants to put on all these ratchet TV shows. They like to bring around older people that was in the limelight from like the mid 2000s to the late 2000s. And, so many people had beef about saying that Zeus Network was ruining the Black community. But, something we have to also talk about, which I'm pretty sure was a debate back then, was about how VH1 was sitting up there putting out shows that defiled a lot of so-called Black celebrities. Or the fact of the matter, they didn't even care. They're just like, this is the shows that we talk about with Black people. But these days and age, everybody can get it when it comes to level of ratchetness. The Real Housewives of, Orange County, Atlanta is a popular one, and then Tomac, I believe it is. All these like different shows out there, but Zeus Network is no different. Zeus Network is one of those networks where you had the brother that was the representative. He was on an interview, but hey, at the end of the day, Zeus Network is one of those networks where they do not give a damn about anything. All ratchet shows at the end of the day, even putting out that woman that used to be with Stevie, who is it? That dude Steve, I think his name is, that used to be on Love and Hip Hop. I can't keep up with these shows, y'all. I can't. Minding my business 63909 says, people's spiritual journey is beyond men's sexual desires. Maybe she realized that being what men desire doesn't get you anywhere. There's no ultimate benefit to all these superficial things she was seeking. She found God because he gave her what eggplant couldn't give her. Followers like you want people to think they have nowhere to turn. Jehovah will collect his people. And I just want to look at this comment again. Followers like you want people to think they have nowhere to turn. And again, this is where I say, just listen to what I'm saying in the video. Nowhere did I ever think, or was I imagining when I recorded this video, that I was saying that she has nowhere to turn, or I was thinking she has nowhere to turn. Well, what I was alluding to was the fact of the matter that the spiritual journey, and let's really be real, we all know Blac Chyna for being a sexual figure. There's no way of denying that. How else did you know Blac Chyna when she came on the scene? You knew her for being a video vixen. You knew that. You knew her for being on the rise from Drake. Okay. And, being a socialite and all this other stuff. But there's a lot of celebrities out there or socialites that's known from being a sexual figure. Blac Chyna is no different. She understood that, she can't be doing the same things no more. Her insecurities from getting all this plastic surgery and all these different things. She knew that. It's no difference when women these days want to talk about, I don't want to do OnlyFans no more, because they realize it makes them feel guilty. They have a subconscious understanding, whether it be the id or the ego, in which they know this ain't really working for me. I feel guilty. I feel nasty because I'm putting on a show for a bunch of strangers on the internet. Now, you might have older ones that don't care and don't give a damn, but at the end of the day, this was all a fad too. Once she got into OnlyFans, it was a fad. You understand? Because they knew how much it was going to work, how much it wasn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? They got paid their monies, and then after a while, once they realized they got all this money, they started getting depressed, and they started to realize how much it wasn't working out for them. But say followers like you want people to think they have nowhere to turn. And like I said at the end of the video, everybody has a chance to change. Anybody, even myself, if I decide to change my content or change my ways in my personal life, I can do that. See, the essential thing about being the ones with the Most High, your relationship with the Most High is your relationship with the Most High. I can't tell you how to be with the Most High. I can't. Every essential person on this earth, individuals have to have their own meeting grounds with the Most High. And if those that don't believe in the Most High, they say they don't believe in it, then that's their choice. Everybody has their own personal journey, whether it's based on religion, spirituality, or just them themselves. That's it at the end of the day. And Blac Chyna, like I said in the video, I'm happy for Blac Chyna being able to come towards wanting to change her life and wanting to commit herself to God without a shadow of a doubt. So you got to understand that, man. Sunkissed Spiritual says, for some, there is only wisdom that age brings. It is what it is. I'm more interested in why y'all care. I ain't gonna even respond to that. See, just pay attention to the video. I mean, obviously, I give my points to why I did it. She also says she can find Jesus. Let them find Jesus. Yes, age has to do with it because mortality is in their face at that point. Agreed. Most folks don't think about their actions until after the fact. Like some men go to jail a few times before they find Islam and try and take life seriously. Agreed. The Lord don't care about her baby daddies. Only you penis carriers. I ain't even got anything to say to that. The womb persons is always talking to me. The womb persons, the pregnant, the possibly pregnant people. And the last comment says, Zeus Network is ghetto. They will do all the low hanging fruit to get views, you meant to say. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's the market. Controversy sells. You understand the three markets of how things sell in this world, or whatever the number is. Sex sells and controversy sells. And you know, that's basically the whole entire way that a lot of people can create their careers and move forward. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these different things is going on in the world, because a lot of controversy at the end of the day. And, you know, also fear can sell as well. Programming people into thinking that you have to do this, you have to do that in preparation for this, or you have to be scared, you have to be thoughtful and blah, 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 putting you into all these compromising positions to make it feel like you have to do this, that, and third to be quote unquote safe. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first phase of responding to your comments. If you guys like what you heard, give me a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right, peace.